All right, Scorpio, let's settle in because what's coming next is going to hit closer to home than you think. I'm not here to give you vague promises or sugar-coated ideas. This reading is going to cut straight to the things you've been feeling but haven't quite put into words. Over the next 24 hours, the energy around you is shifting in a way that will touch every corner of your life, your relationships, your finances, and the path you're meant to walk. It's not just about what might happen. It's about what's already moving toward you, what's already in motion, and how you're going to meet it head on. As we move through this reading, I want you to pay attention to the moments that pull at you, the ones that make you feel that mix of excitement and unease, because those are the signs that matter. Something is about to challenge you to make a choice, to step toward an opportunity that's both thrilling and a little dangerous. And the truth is, it's not just the opportunity itself that matters. It's what you'll have to leave behind to take it. The cards are already hinting at more than one twist. And once you see the whole picture, you may not look at your situation the same way again. So stay with me, because before this reading is over, you're going to understand why the next 24 hours could set the tone for everything that comes after, and why someone in your story may not be showing you their full hand just yet. There's a pull coming towards you, Scorpio. And it's the kind that doesn't just tap you on the shoulder, it grabs you by the collar and makes you pay attention. This isn't some fleeting distraction or harmless flirtation with an idea. It's an opportunity or a connection that will feel almost magnetic, like it's been waiting for the exact moment when your guard is down. You'll recognize it instantly because it won't feel ordinary. It will stir something in you, curiosity, hunger, maybe even a sense of relief, but underneath that first rush, there's a weight you can't ignore. It's tempting because it promises something you've been missing, whether that's recognition, emotional depth, or a breakthrough in your current situation. But like all things that shine too brightly at first glance, there's a shadow following it, a set of strings that might not be visible until you're already entangled. The truth is, temptation rarely walks in announcing its conditions. It comes dressed as exactly what you've been hoping to find. And only later do you realize the cost of saying yes. This could be a person whose charm makes you overlook the red flags, or an offer that looks like an answer to your problems, but quietly demands more from you than you're ready to give. There's a reason the cards are pointing to this moment, not to scare you away, but to sharpen your vision so you can see the whole picture before you commit. The real question isn't just whether you want it, but whether you're willing to carry what comes with it. And the way you answer that could determine more than just the next 24 hours. It could shift the course you're on entirely. And here's where it gets even more interesting, Scorpio, because this isn't just about an opportunity landing in your lap. It's about someone actively moving toward you. They're not drifting in casually. They're making a conscious choice to step away from something or someone in their past to close that door for good. It could be a relationship that no longer feeds them, a lifestyle that's been draining their spirit, or an identity they've outgrown. Whatever it is, they're leaving it behind with a mix of relief and fear. And every step they take is being pulled in your direction. What's drawing them in isn't just how you look or what you say, it's the fire you carry. That unshakable life force that makes people feel more alive when they're near you. It's a kind of gravity they can't resist. The sense that with you, there's movement, there's passion, there's a story worth starting. You might not even realize the effect you've had on them yet. Maybe they've been watching from a distance. Maybe their path has crossed yours in subtle ways. But there's been this growing awareness in them that being close to you feels like standing in the warmth of the sun after a long, cold winter. It's not just attraction, it's the feeling that you represent something freer, more vibrant, more real than what they've known. And while that sounds flattering, remember this, people don't always arrive in our lives fully healed. Sometimes they're still carrying pieces of the past they claim to have left behind. And those pieces have a way of showing up later. So as this person steps into your orbit, It's worth asking, are they running toward you? Or just running away from something else? The answer could make all the difference in how this story unfolds. Now, Scorpio. While all this movement in your personal and emotional life is unfolding, the cards are also showing a dramatic shift in your financial or work situation, the kind that doesn't slip quietly into the background but bursts through like a storm you didn't see coming. This isn't a small adjustment or a minor inconvenience. It's a shakeup that could hit fast, hard, and without the courtesy of a warning. It might be a sudden change in your job role, un unexpected expense, a shift in leadership, or even an opportunity disguised as a loss. At first glance, it may feel like the ground is being pulled from beneath your feet, leaving you scrambling to understand what just happened. You could find yourself questioning everything: your stability, your security, even the path you thought you were walking. That initial wave of shock is natural, but it's also not the end of the story. Because here's the thing, sometimes the universe rearranges the chessboard not to take something away from you, but to put you in a position you would never choose on your own, yet one that serves you far better in the long run. What feels like disruption today could actually be a door being forced open, revealing paths you didn't even know existed. You may find yourself meeting new people in your industry, discovering a market or skill set you hadn't tapped into before, or finally breaking free from a routine that's been quietly suffocating you. The challenge is to resist the urge to panic or cling to the old structure, and instead, stay present enough to recognize when the first glimmers of opportunity appear. And the cards aren't showing collapse here, they're showing redirection, and in that redirection, there's the potential for you to step into more autonomy, more earning power, and more alignment with the kind of work or financial flow that truly feeds your fire. The upheaval might not be comfortable, but it could very well be the push that launches you toward the life you've been building in your mind, piece by piece, without even realizing it. And as you regain that clarity and momentum, something unexpected begins to stir beneath the surface, a hidden truth, a motive someone has been carefully tucking away is about to come into the light. This isn't just gossip or a small detail you missed. It's the kind of revelation that reshapes the way you see the entire situation, or even the person involved. You might realize that their actions weren't as innocent as they seemed, or that their support came with strings attached. It could just as easily reveal the opposite, that someone you doubted has been quietly in your corner all along, working behind the scenes for your benefit. Either way, this unveiling will shift the energy, forcing you to reassess where you stand and who you can truly trust. Right on the heels of that comes a message, not a random text, not idle chatter, but a piece of information that feels like it carries weight, almost like a key placed in your hands. It could arrive in the form of a conversation you didn't expect to have, a letter or email that seems to land at the perfect or most disruptive moment, or even a sudden intuitive download that clicks everything into place. Whatever its form, it will mark the starting point of something significant, a journey, a move, a career pivot, a relationship turning point. This is the universe's way of saying, it's time. And the direction it points you toward may be both thrilling and unnerving at once. In the middle of these revelations and turning points, your mission becomes even clearer. Hold your ground. Scorpio, you've got dreams and goals that aren't just random whims. They are the truest expression of your fire. Now, more than ever, is when others may try to plant seeds of doubt, whether intentionally or simply because they can't see what you see. Circumstances may wobble. People may second-guess you, and the ground beneath you may feel like it's shifting, but that's exactly why you can't waver. If you let these external tremors shake your vision, you risk dimming the very light that drew these opportunities to you in the first place. So, when the secret comes out, when the message arrives, when the world feels like it's tilting, stand tall in your truth. Let the noise around you fade and keep your eyes on the horizon you've already chosen. because the path ahead, no matter how unpredictable, is opening for a reason, and you are far more ready to walk it than you realize. Over the next 24 hours, Scorpio, the universe is setting the stage for a sequence of events that will test not only your resolve but also your ability to discern what truly serves you. Temptations may present themselves in glittering forms, an alluring offer, a sudden connection, or an escape route that seems to promise quick satisfaction. On the surface, these moments might feel like gifts dropped into your lap, yet beneath them could lie subtle traps meant to pull you off course. At the same time, the ground beneath your career, finances, or personal relationships might tremble with change, delivering the kind of shock that leaves you breathless for a moment. But within that shakeup is a hidden gateway, a real chance to step onto a fresh path you may not have dared to consider before. You'll also find that not everything is as it appeared. Someone's true nature, intentions, or history may suddenly be revealed, not in a loud, theatrical way, but in a moment of sharp clarity, a piece of information, a slip of the tongue, or an instinctive feeling that you can't ignore. This truth could rearrange the mental map you've been using to navigate certain relationships, making you question old loyalties while strengthening the bonds that have proven real. And while these revelations may momentarily throw you off balance, they also sharpen your vision for the road ahead. Here's the pivotal thing: every temptation, every disruption, every piece of truth unveiled is actually part of the same puzzle. The universe is not trying to derail you, it's trying to refine you, to strip away distractions so you can step forward with intention. This next chapter will not open because you were handed an easy pass, it will open because you face the noise, the sparkle, and the storms, and still kept your hands firmly on the wheel. If you hold onto your goals now, refusing to let anyone or anything dim that inner flame, what begins in the next day could set the tone for months, even years, to come. This is more than just surviving the next 24 hours. It's about proving to yourself that no temptation is stronger than your purpose, no shakeup can undo your foundation, and no truth, however shocking, can steal your ability to choose the path that's right for you. And when the dust settles, Scorpio, you won't just be standing, you'll be standing at the start of a road that is undeniably yours. So, Scorpio, as we close this reading, it's clear that what's coming isn't just a random sequence of events, it's a carefully woven series of tests and opportunities designed to push you closer to the life you've been envisioning. Over the next day, the universe is going to place you in situations that will make you pause, reflect, and choose not out of fear, but out of alignment with who you are becoming. You may feel the pull of temptation, the sting of sudden change, or the shock of a truth you didn't see coming. But these aren't here to break you, they're here to strip away what's no longer serving you, to remind you of your strength, and to sharpen your instincts for the path ahead. You have the power to decide whether these moments become roadblocks or stepping stones. That choice will be yours, and yours alone. Remember that everything you've been through has prepared you for this, the moments of doubt, the lessons learned from past heartbreaks, all the times you had to dig deep to keep going. Now, you're being asked to step forward with clarity, to trust that your goals are worth holding on to even when the ground shifts beneath your feet. When you feel the urge to second-guess yourself, come back to your why. Let it anchor you. Let it remind you that no fleeting offer or short-term comfort can replace the satisfaction of building the life you've been dreaming of. In these next 24 hours, hold your ground. Keep your vision clear. And remember that the universe rewards those who move forward with both courage and intention. By the time this cycle completes, you'll be able to look back and see that this wasn't just another day in your story. It was the beginning of a chapter where you chose yourself fully. And when you choose yourself, Scorpio, you don't just survive, you lead. You inspire. You shine in a way that no temptation, no disruption, and no unexpected truth can dim. This is your moment. Claim it.